Bitter cold evenings and overnight hours. Storm Team 44 meteorologist Austin Stans is tracking those cold temperatures ahead. And Austin, what can we expect?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. You know who likes cold, Ben? Santa. Santa likes cold. So right now what we're looking at in Madisonville is Santa's little village right here. We're keeping our eye out for him. You can actually deliver some of those letters if you have them to Santa here as well. And also just keeping an eye out because this is one of his favorite places to stop before he delivers gifts. Let's talk about that a little bit. Waking up tomorrow morning, if you're up by around 8 o'clock, you'll notice that 56 degrees, cloudy and rainy out there. By 9:56 as well. By 10 o'clock, 57 degrees. Their direction, about 4 to 7 miles per hour coming out of the west, and that's because this cold front that you see here is working its way through the tri-state, and then we're going to see that blue kind of take over here, and that is that cold air. And off to our northwest, we have a high pressure system there. That's going to sit over the area. That's going to allow for some clearer days. Now, we are dry outside, a little bit too dry, and why is that? Well, that's because we're seeing very low humidity, which is kind of taking the moisture out of the air. And then you add in a lot of that high pressure that we have seen lately. That's not allowing any of that air to rise and get any moisture in the air, allowing for any clouds or any rainfall. Warm air here in the tri-state going to mix with that cold front off to the west. As it moves this way, it's going to create that weather system that's going to bring that rainfall here into the tri-state. So we take a look at what we can expect for that rainfall. Well, by Thursday at 10 o'clock, you're noticing a little bit of that lighter rainfall starting to make its way into the tri-state. Once we start heading into the later evening in those overnight hours, that's when we're going to start seeing some of that heavier rainfall. You notice there. Check this out. We're still seeing temperatures around 20 degrees warmer than we were at this point yesterday when I was talking with you, because I know last night was really chilly. And tonight, a more mild evening. You can get out there and walk the dog, go see the Christmas lights in Owensboro, and actually enjoy it tonight without having to rush through just because you're worried about getting too cold. Now, as we head into tomorrow, Friday, 6 a.m., we notice this cloud cover starting to approach in the early morning hours with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s there, and then that cloud cover kind of takes over for the rest of the day. But the good news is the kids outside for recess tomorrow are going to have a great day out there. Fun time to play outside because by 1 and 2 o'clock, we're in the upper 50s and staying right around 59 degrees by 3 o'clock, even with those cloudier conditions out there. What we're going to notice is this low pressure system works its way north, bringing in this cold front here to the tri-state. We see some of that rain making its way through, but then we notice that it's still not very organized here yet. Well, that's because that cold air is still kind of lingering off to the back there. It works its way into the tri-state later on, but by that time, as those storms are getting organized, those are already out of the tri-state, and that's why there's more of a severe threat off to our south. Now here you notice we have this low pressure system that's going to bring in the rainfall on Monday morning, and it's going to hang around for most of the day. Let's go ahead and time it out and what you can expect there. So we start Monday at 6 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures already mild in the 50s by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning there, but then our southwest regions start seeing some of that rainfall. By the time we reach noon, well, that's when we start noticing the rain encompasses the tri-state with that heavier rainfall beginning around 2 to 4 p.m. there. Now, we could still see temperatures in the upper 50s there with those showers starting to scatter out by around 6 p.m. That's kind of a different story. In the morning, those clouds start moving out of the area by 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you do have an early commute tomorrow morning, maybe consider having those sunglasses ready to go as you head out the door tomorrow. Now, as we head into the later portions of the day, some clouds will be moving back into the area. We'll be around 45 degrees. Cloudy and cooler out there. Those winds will have shifted to the east, 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then as we head into Wednesday, just a couple ticks warmer at 47 degrees. And most of the day will remain dry. But as we head into the late evening and those overnight hours, we start dealing with some shower chances there. Now let's talk about some of those winter safety tips, especially with these temperatures getting so cold outside. Obviously, dress for those conditions. Limit your time outside. Check on others if you can, and watch for icy areas, especially if you will be driving. Now, as for your house, well, check your furnace. Make sure that your chimney is swept out and clean, and also make sure that you check your carbon monoxide detectors and insulate exposed pipes. For your car, make sure that your battery is okay, and then also Remember to check that tire pressure, have some jumper cables in case of an emergency. Always have a blanket in the trunk just in case you break down, and it is cold out there. For your pets, if you're going to be walking your dogs outside this weekend, well, just remember that try to get them some of those padded shoes that you could put on their paws so that those don't get frozen to the ground. Now, overnight conditions tonight, 6 degrees. Those wind chills will be finding their way to around negative 10 degrees. Winter weather alerts, well, what are we dealing with right now? We're seeing a wind chill advisory in place that started at 9 o'clock this evening until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Still thawing out into Wednesday. Check this out. We're going to see temperatures start approaching those upper 50s as we get into Wednesday. Even take a look at Madisonville, 60 degrees there, same for Central City. So going to see some much warmer temperatures. Now, we are going to be departing from average this time in a better direction. We're going to be going above average. Take a look at Wednesday, 14 degrees above average, 18 degrees above average as we approach Thursday. Now, over the next few days, unfortunately, with those warmer temperatures, that rain also going to continue at least through Thursday and possibly into Friday as well. Looking at your extended forecast, the impact days that we have up here are because of the heaviest rain Tuesday and Wednesday. We could see anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. As we approach Thursday, that rain starts to quiet down just a little bit there, but temperatures will still be hanging around the 50s even as we approach the weekend, and then we'll see some drier conditions as we approach the next week.